Friends, when I decided and planned to shoot the previous video, my prime aim and intention was to make you familiar with the whole concept, with the whole course of spoken English learning. And I tried my best to explain all the possible topics, be it functional, be it additional, which goes up to 21. And I tried to explain it with examples, also helped you to learn how to have command over a certain topic, how to learn that topic from spoken point of view. Your course of learning will be entirely different from school level. At least to some extent, it will be entirely different experience. But while I did that, I reached up to an hour, and I decided to shoot the next part of the video where I will explain how to build up confidence by practicing, step-wise practicing, and also how to deal the psychological aspect, that is pressure, agitation, nervousness. So here I am once again, and I will suggest you how to practice stepwise. Before that, I would like to tell you that you will come across such people who are highly efficient, and they will advise you that go for the actual delivery. Unless and until you speak, how can you be perfect? They are thoroughly justified. By practicing only, you will achieve perfection. There is no doubt about that. No matter how much theoretical work you do. But this suggestion is applicable to such learners who are somehow acquainted with the language. Those who have the fundamental idea about sentence formation. Their only problem is due to the lack of practice, they hesitate to speak. That means speaking is not part of their nature. They know it how to write on the paper, but fail to speak. So there is imbalance between their written acquaintance and spoken level. So by practicing, they will reach to the same level and they will progress further. Okay, fine. But there are learners of second category who are not capable to form sentences. And if I suggest, or if somebody suggests, go for the actual real conversation, then they will be in helpless position. And if somebody suggests, then it is injustice. And if the student is not willing to do the hard work, that I am already pass out, why should I do the theoretical learning? And simply they are carried away by advertisement. They go on conversational app, they go for the actual conversation with the people, and they find that they cannot continue. They feel embarrassed. They start the notion that English learning is very difficult, and ultimately they give up practice. But if you start right from the beginning, if you know your right level of speaking, how much capable I am. If you say two sentences, that means you are in primary level. At least you are capable to form two sentences, three sentences. But while you will speak, while you will practice, while you will carry on conversation, you will have to have many sentences. You will have to form many sentences, many type of expressions. So let us let us start right from the beginning by stepwise. Altogether, there are 4 steps of practicing. The last one is the real conversation, and before that, you have to do the net practice. And even the Virat Kohli, the legend, goes for net practice, because you do the net practice and then only you face the real situation, the real deliveries. So, practicing is of great importance. But one must have the clear cut idea how to practice and how to proceed and how to progress stepwise. And I will suggest one important thing while you will start practicing, right from the beginning to the level of perfection. While you are a learner, while you are struggling yourself, never develop the habit, never fell in the habit of pointing out error to others. Because your prime aim is to enhance fluency. That doesn't mean you have got the license of speaking with enough errors. You yourself will be judge. You yourself will realize after some time that what sort of errors I commit. You will rectify it yourself. And to point out others, that's a good thing, but it will spoil the whole course of learning. You will engage in some sort of argument. They will contradict with you. They will try to prove that this certain word or use is right or wrong. Then your main objective will be gone. So if you want the practicing to run smoothly, then you have to practice only. Unless and until somebody commits a blunder, you should not point it out. Then the practicing will move ahead in a smooth way. Up to phase 3, up to phase 3, the third phase or the third step, you have to care for fluency only. You are a learner, it doesn't matter what sort of error you commit, because in due course of time, which will be up to 2 or 3 or 4 months, you yourself will realize that the day first I was not capable to form sentences, now I can, and now I can rectify my own self, my own performance, my own sentences. You will develop the capacity and capability. Do you know the reason why? Because up to 4 months you will finish half of the course, that is 10 chapters of functional grammar. If you study 10 chapters of functional grammar quite well, you will be quite capable to discover what sort of errors are there in my presentation, and you should be focused, concerned about your own errors. If you do that, you will be a real learner. You will cooperate with your partner. There will be no break in the continuity, and you will be friendly with others as well. So first part, the first part for beginners. And I will suggest all the 4 steps. Now you yourself will decide what is my level of fluency, and according to that you will move ahead. So first part, that is auxiliary. Auxiliaries help us to form the basic sentence. That is am, are, was, where. I explained it in the previous topic. With the help of all auxiliaries, you form the sentences. And the sentences which are formed with a certain auxiliary can be expressed in 6 ways that I told in 10th chapter. Like has auxiliary, one example, and you have to do the same thing with other auxiliaries. Has, he has a book. Has he a book? He has not a book. 3 ways. Fourth one, he has not a book. So he has a book, he has not a book. Has he a book? Has he not a book? Why has he got a book? Why hasn't he got a book? So 6 sentences. First is affirmative negative, then interrogative negative, then WH word and negative. WH word, you may be unfamiliar. WH word means question framing word. What, where, when, which, how, whom, whose. In the first phase, you form the sentences and you finish the topics as well. Not necessarily only 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to that time, you will be in first phase of practicing. You will utter the sentences as well, and you will not seek the partner. You will try to form sentences not on the piece of paper. By sitting in chair, you will try to form. He has a book. He will go. I will have to do that in that way. So the first phase of learning, sentence formation, change it into 6 form, and then try to bring it out. Your first phase will be complete. In the second phase, your level of practicing will go to a high level, not the highest level. High level means here you will practice to speak on a topic, 5 sentences at least. So in the first phase, your sentences were not connected to the previous one. He has a book, cow is grazing, I will go to market. These are not from one topic. Independent sentences, not related to previous one. But here in phase 2, you will speak on one topic, and all the sentences will be on one topic only. Then you will have the feeling that I can speak on a particular fact, phenomena, figure, at least 5 sentences. Later on, you will discover that this very same habit will help you to make a good speech or to continue conversation. And miracles do not happen in one day, all of a sudden. You will have to wait. First phase may take 1 month or 15 days. It depends on how much effort you put and how much focused and concentrated you are. Your wayward learning may take a whole year, an year. So it depends on you. Some people ask how much time it would take to be perfectly fluent. There is no set limit, no hard and fast rule. So second phase of learning on one topic, 5 sentences, but a new thing. Here in this phase, you will have to have a partner. You will sit together in a group or with your counterpart and you will speak on the same topic. And when he expresses on that topic, you will listen as well. Listening is also part of exercise. And as I said earlier, don't point out errors. The primary aim is to complete the topic. 5 sentences. If there is error, you yourself and your counterpart, he himself will be able to rectify while when he will complete all the chapters of functional grammar, that is up to 10. You take my word for granted. You do not have must not have the feeling that how one can rectify the error himself or herself, but it is bound to happen. Day by day we progress and we come to know, oh my god, how silly it was that I used his or has or this and that. Okay, so see, I am going in extra detail so that you may have complete understanding. 5 sentences on one topic. Now, what the new things you are supposed to do? You add some part to that sentence. You know, he is a boy. Simple sentence. But there are 2 more type of sentences on the basis of structure. The compound sentence. That means, I take tea. But is connector. My brother prefers to have coffee. So 2 sentences are there. If it is joined, it is compound sentence. I play football, but he prefers to study at home in the evening. So 2 sentences. I play football, but he prefers to stay indoors. Then 1 more type of sentence, that is complex sentence. Complex sentence means all the parts will be interdependent on the previous one. Like Ram is a hero who is worshipped by the Indians. Who is worshipped is dependent on Ram, the first part. These are complex sentences. So you try to form complex sentences, compound sentences. So you will speak on topic, the very simple topic like school, teacher, book, parents, friends. So that easy topics, so that you may be able to form 5 sentences. And after some time, join the sentences, 2 parts, compound sentences. Then 3 parts, the complex sentences. You don't have to learn these technical words like complex, compound. You simply stretch the sentence further. You have 1 part, he is a boy, add 1 more part to that. He is a boy who is very handsome. Then the 3rd part, he is the boy who is very handsome and he lives in my locality. These are the complex sentences, long and difficult one. And you will definitely feel that I am building up confidence. I am getting more and more confident, because now this is not the case that he has a book only. Now I can say 2 or 3 more parts to the same sentence, add the same sentences. Now here you will form complex compound sentences. You will speak on one topic. This is the most decisive phase of learning. This is phase 2nd, and most of the learners are supposed to do the same. Now come to the 3rd phase. And once again I repeat, when you start practicing in 3rd phase, you will reach to the end of the functional grammar topics. Then up to phase 2, you are supposed, and generally students finish 1/3 of functional grammar, 2/3 of functional grammar. So 2 or 3 more chapters are there you have to complete in general, and then functional grammar will come to the end. So in the phase 3, up to phase 3 that you are to start, you have to complete functional grammar. Once you complete, that means your learning, your acquaintance with basic sentence formation is over. Then you are ready to practice in a serious manner. Then you are well equipped. Now how to practice in 3rd phase? 3rd phase will be the rehearsal for actual delivery. Here again you will practice in group with the partners of your own level, of your own age group, and possibly if girls are there, they must prefer to practice with girls only, because if they do not do so, they will be hesitant and they will feel uncomfortable in presence of boys because they are shy by nature. It is nothing wrong with the boy, but they will feel shy. If I say something, they might feel bad, they might find errors. So basically, so better you discuss in your own group. Now, how to discuss? Here you will do three things. First is you will select a topic. Now, not the easy topic, education. Okay, fine. Now you will express your viewpoint. It is not to complete a speech or to complete 5 sentences on a topic. You will express your viewpoint. You will let your partners to say something. You will contradict. No, no, I do not agree with you. You are right, absolutely right. I agree with you. In this form of discussion, and it will not be a very high level. You will add your viewpoint, if possible, by saying 1 sentence only. Somehow you start. This will be the process of listening, because at the time of conversation you are supposed to listen, let them complete their viewpoint, then you respond. That is the proper way to converse with somebody. So take a topic, select a topic with the group members, with your partner, with your counterpart. If you are two only, then sit with your partner, select a topic, express your viewpoint, and do it in a circle. Let all the participants express. So this will be the new form of discussion for you, for the beginners. And then two more types. That means you select a scene and a situation. Like, friends, today we will form dialogues that we generally utter or speak in the school. So all the possible dialogues that we need to converse at school. So, friends, did you complete your homework? No, no, I was so busy. Actually, I played a cricket match and I had no time. So, such type of sentences or interactions happen with a student in school. Just suppose you are playing a cricket match. You went to the market and you are talking to a friend. You are discussing things at your home. So, different scene and situations are there. You just try to form dialogues or say something at least on that scene and situation. It will give you a feeling that now I am getting equipped for real time delivery. And then the third one, the actual conversation. Up to this time you were experimenting, up to this time you were learning, up to this time you were gaining confidence. Now the final test, the launching pad. Now you will go for the real conversation, and you will start it with your partner, not in a group. They will wait one by one and you will speak your partner. The conversation, not in a planned manner, not necessarily on one topic. You will start like this. Hello friend, I think weather is fine today. Yeah, I agree. Weather is really fine, more than fine, and I think it will be a good idea to have a cup of coffee in the nearby restaurant. Okay, if you are ready, then we can go to the nearest restaurant in our locality. So cricket cafe is nice one. No, my brother, I don't like to go to that restaurant. I think the restaurant which is located at the reverse point, that is quite comfortable in the natural habitat. In this way, not necessarily the difficult sentences, real time conversation, two persons talking, the real conversation like this one with simple sentences. Hello, sir. Where do you belong to? Actually, I am from Ghaziabad. I am new to this city. Okay. So, what made you to visit this city? Actually, I have come for some sort of official work. Okay. So, when did you come here? When did you actually arrived in the city? Only the last day. Yesterday, I arrived, and now I have come to this park, and I want to spend some time in sitting in the park. In that way, the general conversation. I'm speaking in a hurried manner just to finish the explanation in the shortest possible time. So it is not the right frame to carry on conversation. So in this way, you will converse the real time conversation, but it is quite different from the actual delivery. Why is it different? Because still you are with your partner. You are with a person who is a learner. You are in a group who have got the same objective. This is not the real delivery. You are still not under pressure because you practiced in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Up to this time, if you are true, if you are honest to yourself, you will definitely feel that I do not need medicines and capsule for building up confidence. I am confident. Only thing needed is to go for real conversation. So third phase of practicing to express on a certain topic, to express on a certain scene and situation, to have real conversation with partners only. And now comes the fourth phase of practicing. And one important thing in third phase, it is applicable in third phase, that whenever you practice, you are not trying to prove your superiority. You are not being judged by the seniors, like in group discussion or debate in NDA exam or in any other exam. Rather, your motive is to learn and practice more and more. So here you will be extremely careful not to letting other know that what errors do they commit. If it is a serious blunder, then help others to rectify it that instant, or otherwise you carry on conversation. Some people may have different opinion what sort of trainer he is. He always advises not to point out the errors. There is valid reason against it. It spoils the whole course of learning. People have got different sort of mentality. They will engage in filthy argument that you think yourself that to be a great grammarian. You think that you are more knowledgeable. You try to impose yourself. I am sure that this use is not correct. According to me, there will be would, not could. So such type of argument will take place. The friendliness, the cooperation will be gone. It might lead somebody to leave the group, and it would not be a good thing. That is why I suggested in this way. So up to this level, and even the real time conversation, you should not fall in the habit of pointing out errors. If you have to sort out the errors, if you have to rectify your errors, the main source is your own knowledge, your own acquaintance. But yes, definitely on some occasion, and on some specific occasion, or I mean to say that once in a day or twice in a day, if you happen to rectify with the help of others, then this also is a good thing. I am indebted to some of my friends who helped me to rectify some of the mistakes. Like I was in the habit of saying a part of, but actually it is apart from. I knew it very well, but it was not part of my habit or nature. Then one of my friends suggested, and I took it seriously. Now I speak apart from. Honestly admitting, it happened with me. So there are several ways. One day I was practicing on conversational app. Some girl said, "Sir, slowly I progressed." I pointed out that instant because she used that word for 2 times. When she used it twice, then I said, "Hello, I want to interrupt. You must say slowly and gradually, in due course of time, with the passing phase of time. Don't say slowly. This is literal translation." So in that way, in some exceptional cases, if you come to know, if somebody helps you, you should welcome. You should not take it otherwise. But to point out errors in frequently, and if you develop this habit, then you will not be a real learner. So this error correction is not a good thing. You yourself will do that. You practice it. You keep on learning for some time. Those errors will be gone. Because whatever error you commit, it is only due to the lack of practice. The singular form, plural form, you write on the piece of paper without error. But when you speak, you are bound to commit error because this is not your nature. This is not the part of habit. So automatically you will overcome that shortcoming. Okay. Now, how to deal the psychological problems. So you go for the real delivery. The fourth phase is no suggestions. Just talk to the strangers. Talk to the people, different sort of people. And in the initial phase means when you start the fourth phase, in the beginning, you should not talk to the people who always impose superiority to others, who look down upon others. You should talk to the people who are very friendly, who are eager to stretch their hand for help to our learners. Then you will be in a comfortable position. And one more thing, that when you talk to the people, you talk to the people who can make you correct. That means you do not feel bad, but you do not develop the habit of pointing out errors to others because you are a learner. So if somebody points it out, don't feel bad. Don't take it otherwise, because highly efficient people will definitely advise you to do this and that, and your learning process will be complete. An important thing, that you never create a hype about yourself. Never create an image. Never create an image that you are a grammarian. I know every details of grammar. I am a great speaker. If you build a rapport that you are a great speaker, then you will come under pressure. So if you feel that I still have plenty of things to learn, if you feel that I am yet to achieve perfection, then there will be no problem. So in the fourth phase, you have to be extra cautious, that you have to learn from others, to the efficient people, and always be ready to be at the receiving end, and you will achieve perfection, because others will bless you. They are the elderly people, they are the seniors. And how to deal the psychological things. The psychological pressure is the abstract thing. One cannot suggest that you practice to tackle psychological thing. I will cite one example. Some people think that they get nervous because English is a foreign language, second language. No, you make somebody say something in a planned manner to a large gathering, to the audience. Even if you have to speak in Hindi, you will come under pressure. Just make somebody to say to a large gathering, he will come under pressure, because then there is pressure of performance. Then there is expectation that he will say something in thought provoking manner, in a planned manner, and even the best of performers come under pressure. So here you clearly saw that in mother tongue too we come under pressure. So when we try to speak English, you should take it to be a natural way of learning. After all, it is a language, and you should not take it to be a Herculean task. Then you will not come under pressure. Never create a hype. Just think English is a very easy language and I have to learn it in the natural way. You will not feel nervous. So nervousness, there is no such medicine, no Catholicon that you will overcome that problem. Nervousness is the nature, and you will have to be mentally tough, and for that no grammar and structure is needed. As far as hesitation is concerned, the main problem is that we have got the feeling that if I speak, there will be error, others will laugh, they will keep low opinion, and they will have different idea, and that is why better to keep mum. It is not a good thing. While you are practicing, while you are learning, no matter you are in fourth phase, you should be at the receiving end. No matter what opinion others keep, I will be totally focused, totally determined to the process of learning. And if you have if you have the spirit, you will definitely learn up to the perfection level. Now, pressure, nervousness. Now, hesitation, pressure, and nervousness. These are the same thing, the psychological thing. So be humble. Always think you are a learner. Never mind if somebody makes you correct. Never create a hype about yourself. And always think that after all, I am a learner. I am learning a new language which is very easy. If you care about all these basic things, you will have no hesitation, no pressure, no nervousness. And above all, the most important thing, if you keep on practicing for prolonged period of time, stepwise, in a planned manner, with the friends, then if you go for the real delivery, it will be very easy for you. I shoot this video. If you say somebody who is very fluent that you just come out with a relevant video, their delivery will get affected to great extent. Even in this video, you might have noticed that I am trying to speak more and more within 30 minutes. So my actual delivery is affected to a great extent. At times I myself felt that this video is not appropriate. But I have to give extra detail, all the possibilities in the course of learning. So if you watch this video again and again, once again, you will find out that there are some suggestions which are totally worth welcoming, and these suggestions are of great value. So hopefully you will get benefited with this video, and your learning process will be complete. And you want to know the concrete idea, how to proceed systematically, you will have to watch the previous video. All the topics are explained, and at least you will come to know about the topics. And if you want to have the complete materials, you just rely on Google. Earlier it was very possible, the only source was books. That is why I bought enough number of books in the very long past. But nowadays you just get the PDF, you download the page, get it printed, very easy. You need to have study material only, and that also on one topic. So you just complete one topic with the study material. And all the leading institutions, organizations have got their own PDF and their own site, like Oxford, Macmillan, Pearson Education. They all have their different sites. They provide the study material, the pages, and it is quite easy, convenient for the student of this contemporary age to achieve perfection without having quality books. Thank you, and it will definitely benefit you, as I think then only I will get justified of making this video.